So, if you are an expert or an online coach who wants to make educational videos to grow your personal brand or online business, you might have a hard time starting to post content consistently. For me, it took many years to start even posting, and then it took a lot of time to start posting consistently. But this is what I have learned about consistency after posting over 300 videos. So basically, consistency comes from two things. First, you make your video creation workflow as fast as possible, and then you just schedule your content ahead. And there are basically 6 things you need to start creating videos fast. First, you need video ideas, then you need to learn how to script your videos, then you need to get comfortable on camera, and to really start making content faster, you need some kind of space where you film, and then you need to actually film those videos and edit those videos. But if I was starting out now, I would learn those things in a little bit different order. So first, to get all the video ideas that I need, I would make a content map around my expertise. Basically, you would turn the transformation you want to teach into content categories, and then you find the questions your ideal clients are asking about those categories. But at that point, I wouldn't start learning how to script yet. I would just focus on getting comfortable on camera and not think about anything else. So I would just take those questions and my phone and maybe get like a cheap wireless mic to make the audio better. You can get this Holyland Lark A1 mic for under $30, for example, and the audio quality is pretty good for that price. And then I would just make simple question answer videos. So you just say question out loud and then you answer it like you normally would because you are the expert on your topic, so you should know the answer. And then you post those videos on Instagram or YouTube Shorts. And you can do all of this very easily with like free Instagram edit apps and just add captions over them. But the main point here is to just get those videos out, because in the start you don't want to give yourself this kind of excuses to procrastinate about making the videos. So for example, I spent like many years just building home studios. I built over 10 different these kind of small home studios, but truthfully I was just scared to be on camera. And I thought that if I get the perfect like image and the perfect audio, that will like change everything. But instead of just building those studios, I should have posted videos at the same time, not just procrastinated with gear. So please don't make that mistake. And then you just post at least like 30 videos in this very simple way. And you can even try challenge where you post one video every day, so you can't procrastinate too long in this phase because you can't make good videos at first like anyway. So you might as well just post your bad videos, and same time maybe you get away from those fears that you might have about posting videos online. Because anyone that is your ideal client don't care about like how you look or how you sound or anything else that you might be scared when you are releasing your videos out there. And if you are just giving helpful information in your own way, you will learn fast that your ideal viewers really like that. So just post these simple videos at least 30 times, but I would even do like 100 videos in the start in this way, and I actually did just that and even more. I just answered simple questions first on short form videos, and I just posted those on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube Shorts. And by the way, this can already be your whole system. If those videos start to work on your niche, you probably don't need to learn anything else. So always keep your filming and editing workflow as simple as possible. Don't try to complicate things if there is no real reason for that. Now a studio like the one I'm currently filming does take like time to set up, and it takes time to find all the gear and how to set these lights and camera setting and all those things. But it makes filming faster, and it gives you better this kind of image quality and more professional look and audio quality. But you don't need this at the start, and maybe not ever. But for me, this setup is fastest to make talking head videos, screen recording videos, or my online course videos. But making videos with just my phone and wireless mic is also really fast. So that's also a great way to just keep going. And when you have made a ton of videos, you now have all those transcript of those videos. Because when you answer those questions about your expertise, about that transformation that you teach your clients, even if the videos are bad, you still get all that knowledge down on your computer. And now you are also more comfortable on camera by posting all of those videos. And maybe now few of those being on camera fears have dissolved, and now you can go through those same topics again, but this time you already have that first script as a base. But now you can start using better script framework and rewrite your scripts. And maybe you notice you should move this part here of the script like here, or maybe you should write like a better hook first. So you already have your knowledge on here on your computer before you try to put it in the more engaging script. And then once you have your improved script, you can start, for example, to use teleprompter to film faster like I do now. Or you can just film in small pieces and keep the best takes and then just move those clips on your computer that I also use many times. And that way you improve your video quality, but you still film very fast. And you could also make those first 30 videos just answering questions, and maybe in the next phase you just answer more questions, but now you try to like make, for example, 2 or 3 these short videos in one day. So basically give yourself like a new challenge and again make 30 new videos. So you just film those simple videos again, but now you try to make many videos at the same day. Because when you challenge yourself like this, you find out that what things are necessary on your filming workflow and how you can make it faster. So once your filming workflow is fast, then you can start to focus more on other areas like scripting or editing, because you now have these basic skills built. And that way you don't get discouraged by like editing problems and everything else in the beginning. Because if you try to like solve all the problems that arise when you start making videos, you probably just burn out and like quit like after like first 2 weeks. And the last step in this main workflow is to how to edit your videos fast. And if you are now in this phase and you are now done your first 30 videos or 60 or 100 videos, now it's much better timing to start learning editing. But on editing, I have tested like a ton of different apps and just tried to find the fastest workflow for editing. And right now I'm filming this with Descript app, and I will be editing this with the same app, because this has been the fastest workflow to make this kind of simple educational videos that I make. So the tools that you select matter a lot also in this editing phase. But this phase also needs a lot of repetition before you get better. And once you start to have your basic workflow in order, so you know how to film and make a little edit, at least at like captioned, but you should start scheduling your content like way ahead, because consistency really comes from scheduling. There is always like something happening in your life that you can't control, and then you miss like one filming day, or you miss your ideation day or scripting day, and then things start to pile up, and that's when your consistency starts to suffer, and then that burnout start to creep in. But when you have a few weeks scheduled ahead, a bad week doesn't break anything, because your content is still getting posted. And for example, right now I'm doing this challenge where I film one long form YouTube video every day. And even though I have all my systems in order, made 300 videos, this is super hard to make. And I don't want to make one YouTube video every day in the future. After the challenge, I will probably start posting like maybe 2 or 3 YouTube videos per week. But because this challenge, I can make now my videos even faster and can start to schedule YouTube videos to be published like 2 or 3 times a week. So you can use these kind of challenges just to learn something like filming faster, editing faster, or scripting faster. Because when you put yourself in a hard situation like this, you learn much faster. So that's why in the beginning you shouldn't try to learn everything at once. you should just start posting content and get more comfortable on camera, and then post content that is maybe like 70% ready, so you can see that nothing bad happens, and you slowly get better and better at just talking on camera. Then push yourself to learn each of these 6 steps by just focusing one step at a time and posting again like 30 videos, but focusing mostly on the editing, and just keep doing that until you have learned like all the steps. Just keep repeating these 6 steps in each challenge and just focus on creating that small step as fast as you can and like highest quality you can. And this is the path that I would follow now if I would want to start growing my personal brand or online business with educational video content and start posting consistently. And if you want my current system and follow along as I build it better and better, you can join my one-person show school community where I help online coaches and experts create video content faster and more consistently. I will leave link below this video, and hopefully I will see you on the next video. Bye bye.